What's up and welcome to the road trip. It's me, Tommy Russell Jr., and you have officially entered the 2023 Coachella Artists You Should Know series, y'all. And this video specifically, we are focusing on my 10 must sees. My 10 must sees, and really it's 9, but I'm capping all my must sees at 10, all right? And the reason I'm only picking 10 is because realistically, that's a good amount of people where I'm not like running all over the place. It is Coachella Music and Arts Festival, right? So go explore, see what's going on. Go eat some good food. Go lay out in the grass and just chill. Like, do you, okay? Don't feel so wed to the lineup or wed to these artists that you miss everything that the festival has to offer that's not just music, okay? So I just say pick 10 because it'll leave you a comfortable space. Now, like I said, this video, I only have 9 and I'm not trying to push it to 10 just because it gives me more time to add those artists that I'm interested in, right? I have a playlist already started, Artists You Should Know, and it'll be Friday edition, and I'll have all of these artists that I'm speaking of in that list. Before we get started, y'all, if you have not joined the road trip, come on. Y'all keep coming back to the I know you done been here before. But you just ain't tap subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Get in the passenger seat, buckle up, and just trust that I know where we're going. Okay, sometimes I don't know where we're going, but still, just buckle up and go along for the ride, okay? If you are a roadie, thanks for joining in again, y'all. I love y'all so much. I love the community we're building. Keep dropping stuff in the comments. Keep liking these videos. Keep sharing so we can just keep going up, y'all, and make things bigger and better. Also, thank you to the homie that was letting me know, like, try to be a little more concise. I'm going to do my best to be as concise as possible. I got notes here. I got everything ready to go. I've done my research. I've done what I need to do, so I'm hoping that I can stay on track. But at the same time, it wouldn't be the road trip if I didn't go off on a little detour. So bear with me, y'all. And I do have a feeling this video is going to be quite lengthy, y'all. So I will have the chapter section off so you can just scrub to the artists that you want to know more about. But I can promise you, we're about to have a good time, y'all. We about to be up because you got to know about these folks. You got to know who you must see. Well, at least I feel like I must see, and who I think like, yeah, you're gonna be missing out if you don't tap in. Starting us off at number 1, you should already know. It's KAYTRANADA, y'all. It's absolutely KAYTRANADA, okay? KAYTRANADA is from Canada, but he's also Haitian, so Haitian Canadian. And this man, y'all, is probably one of my favorite DJs ever. I love KAYTRANADA. I think he's such a vibe. He's such just everything that I love in a person, because he's also like queer and black. So like we love a queer person of color, right? And the fact that they're like hella talented, just an added bonus, right? And KAYTRANADA is that person. I didn't know that I had actually listened to KAYTRANADA before I knew, right? Like most artists, I feel. But girl, from the internet, I did not know that that was produced by KAYTRANADA. But I learned through my deep dive, like, oh shit, I've been listening to KAYTRANADA. How about that? But the first song I really knew of KAYTRANADA's was Meditation by Gold Leak featuring Jasmine Sullivan and KAYTRANADA. Now, if you know me, I love me some Jasmine Sullivan. And I think I got to that song because of Jasmine Sullivan. And then I found out about KAYTRANADA. But the vibe was everything, y'all. So after that, I had to find out, like, who did this? Who made this? Like, what is this about? So doing that dive, I ended up finding Be Your Girl. And I love that song too. Just wanna be, just wanna be, just wanna be your girl. I love that song, y'all. That was a vibe. And so I got into 99.9%. I think that was the only album he had at the time, at least through my digging. That was the only one that I listened to. And that's when I found Glowed Up. Anderson .Paak. Yeah, I was like, oh, Kaytra, you're working with everybody. Like, you're working with all my faves. So, like, yeah, you're a part of the family now. Loved Glowed Up. And then I just listened to 99.9% until I kind of wore it out, right? But then we got Bubba. And Bubba was the album that made me say, like, oh, KAYTRANADA is it. KAYTRANADA is my number 1 right now. Love Bubba. From the moment I listened to that album, I said, this album is a Grammy winner. And it won a Grammy. So, hey. But it has 10% on there with KAYTRANADA. It has Free Fall with Duran Bernard, which I found out about Duran through KAYTRANADA, and now I'm in love with his voice. Duran is an amazing vocalist. You got to tap into him. But that, like, I love that song. But then we got songs like Intimidated with her. He has a new song with Anderson .Paak called Twin Flame. So the vibe of KAYTRANADA is just, it's just vibes. I feel like KAYTRANADA is the definition of vibes. And I keep seeing in the forums that people are saying like, oh, like his performances are hit or miss, whoop de whoop de whoop. It depends on like the size of the venue and all that. I don't know where y'all been. I didn't see him at Coachella in 2019, and I didn't see him at the Southside Ballroom here in Dallas. And both times were incredible. His visuals are amazing. Like, if you love KAYTRANADA's music, you know you could just sit there by yourself and just you know, I just wanna let go, free fall. I don't wanna not, you know, you can vibe. Like, you can just vibe to yourself. So imagine being around people you love or just in a great space of people around you who fuck with the music, right? Like, you're gonna vibe out and it's a great time. Don't let the forums scare you. Go see KAYTRANADA. That's my number one. Nothing stopping that. Do yourself a favor. Trust me. Number two. Doechii, the Swamp Princess, y'all. She hails from Tampa, Florida, and this woman is everything. She's it. She is the moment. She is power. Like, every time I think of her, this is what I define Doechii's music as, or what it does for me. Is it feels like it gives me power. It gives me energy, y'all. I be charged up when I listen to Doechii. That's what she does for me. Like, she has this crazy screamo to it that's rap, but like sometimes it can get really melodic in an R&B sense with persuasive. But y'all, the first song that I heard her featured on actually was What You Said by Isaiah Rashad. And I was like, ooh, I like her. But I didn't do a dive into her. I don't know why. Okay. But then one of my friends had posted about her, and I was like, who is this? And I think the song he had posted specifically was Crazy, and it was a clip from the music video, y'all. And then that's when I found out, oh, it's the same woman that did the feature. So I was plugged in after that. I was highly interested, okay? And like I said, she has Persuasive, and if you love SZA, she has a remix with SZA for that song, so check that out. She also has Bitch I'm Nice, and Bitch I'm Nice, yeah, Doechii, I can only imagine what her show is going to be. I can only imagine what she's about to do on that stage. Then we have Swamp Bitches with Rico Nasty. So if you love Rico Nasty, they got a song together that's real tough. And then to throw it back, she has a song called What's Your Name? And I really like that song, actually. The budget of the video was low, but like it was energy. Like she is energy. Doechii and energy, they're just one and the same at this point. They are synonymous with each other. Like, she's a girl. Go check her out. Do yourself a favor. Don't miss out on Doechii. At number 3, Tobe Nwigwe. This man comes from Houston, Texas, so you know what's up. He's Nigerian, Igbo to be specific. So, yeah, it's giving culture. It's giving culture. This man, y'all, I was put onto him in 2018, fall of 2018. One of my best friends put me onto him, and he was telling me, he was like, Tommy, I know you're gonna like him. I know you're gonna like him. This dude is it. Like, he's the next one. Like, I promise you, he's the truth. I know you're gonna love him. He showed me a video of his, and from there, it was up. Like, that's how I was even more hooked, because his videos are incredible. It's almost like he takes like whatever he has, the resources that he has, and he just makes stuff. And they're so simple but grandiose, but also like beautiful, and it's art, and in the places in which we're told are not beautiful, right? Or like you don't see the beauty in, or he makes it beautiful. And then since the budget has gone up, it's gotten even more immaculate, right? And the colors and the pastels that he's doing currently, like Tobe, what he does in his videos, I just loved. From I'm Dope, then there's Might Get Slid. They did everything with what they had, y'all. And the fact that it's a family dynamic. His wife, Fat, she is an incredible dancer. Like, for the most part, she was doing dancing when I was first on to them, right? His producer is his cousin Nell. And so I love that family dynamic. But somewhere along the line, y'all, I fell off. I don't know what happened. And I think maybe I had exhausted myself and watched all the videos at the time, and there were no more videos to watch. So I kind of was like, okay, what's next? And then I kind of just forgot. But I always stayed in touch, right? I always followed him on Instagram. So I saw when he was having his kids and I would see his career, it was going up. And I'm like, okay, great. But I never went back. I don't know why. But I went back during this research and I was like, you stupidity. You've been missing out. Where you been? And I'm so glad I'm back, y'all. Fat, his wife, she's rapping now on a track, which I love. She's killing it. And I love how they talk about themselves in sexual ways too. Like he refers to her. And like, I'll be like, yeah, because that's your wife. Yeah. And she be talking about her nigga. Like, yeah, absolutely. That's your husband. Like, yeah. His live performances, Fi Jimmy Fallon, or Eat with Jimmy Kimmel, those performances are up. Yeah, I gotta see this live. I have to see him put his work on that stage. I want to see what he does on a Coachella stage, y'all. To me, he's like almost like a Solange when it comes to the artistry, y'all. Also, we got We Ain't Broke. The original music video is great. When he does like this house acoustic, like chill vibed one, that's great. He does another like, I don't know, late night show of it. That's great. Like We Ain't Broke, love that song. He also has a backup singer that hits a crazy run, and I live for it, y'all. Yeah, so tap in. Do yourself a favor, y'all. Don't miss out on Tobe, for sure. At number 4, y'all, this artist was quickly moved from my I'm interested to my must-sees. Like, they're it. They're it. And it's none other than Uncle Waffles, y'all. She is it, y'all. She comes from Swazi, South Africa for sure, but I believe she's Swazi. Yeah. Uncle Waffles is the girl. She's the girl. When you talk about a DJ that's gonna turn up, that's gonna come from behind the tables and get up in the crowd and go, and then go back and mix some more, it's her. Like, she is everything, y'all. And crazy enough, I had actually seen her on Twitter. It was a random post that I saw of this DJ just turned up, had the club going, and she was doing her. I was like, I live. Who is this? And I followed her. For some reason, the algorithm was like, no, you don't need to know her. Because I never seen any of her posts no more, y'all. And then as I was doing this deep dive, I was like, what? That's the video. Oh, wait, let me go to Twitter. And then it was like following. And I'm like, wait, oh, this is. I've been on. I would have been so hurt if I had not seen her. Oh, I would have been so hurt. She's also co-signed to OVO Sound, so we love that. She's connected with Drake. But her work is crazy. And funny enough, y'all, she just started DJing over the pandemic. Literally, she just learned how to DJ over the pandemic. And the beats be crazy. Tanzania. And then, y'all, my favorite song of hers, because she has like a little EP. There's only like 4 or 5 songs on there, y'all, from what I've found. But like, check out her Boiler Room set. Yeah, it's a vibe. But y'all, my favorite song, and I can't pronounce it that well, so let me look at it because I don't want to butcher it. It's called Umalume Wako. Umalume Wiko. I don't know, but I love that because I be there. I be making sounds. It make me. Ooh. Yeah, Uncle Waffles. She's the woman, and you're gonna miss out if you don't go. You're gonna miss out if you don't go. I'm begging you to at least stop by, cause I'll be in that hoe. Turn up with her. I would be turned up with her, y'all. So go do yourself a favor. Check out Uncle Waffles. At number 5, y'all. If your Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you, bitch. Yeah, Metro Boomin, y'all, who comes from St. Louis, but he moved to Atlanta. So he's like a St. Louisian, Atlantean, ATLian, okay? So we love that. If ain't nothing else, y'all need to go see this man just for who he's going to bring out. Like, that alone is going to carry, y'all. Everybody that you wanted to see at Rolling Loud, he's probably going to bring out. Yeah. It's up. It's big up, y'all. For myself, I just love his production, y'all. The music is up. Like, skip who he bringing out just to hear the music is up. I learned, again, through all this research, I didn't know he produced pretty much half, if not all, of Dirty Sprite 2 by Future. And that little mixtape album, y'all, that That's like the soundtrack to my early 20s. Oh, it was, oh, what a time. What a time to be alive, which I found out, yo. He also produced like half, if not all of that. I did not know. Well, I knew Jumpman because, right, he said, well, not him, but Future is like, is it Future or Drake? One of them says, if no Metro don't, they say the tag. So I knew that, but I didn't know he produced Diamonds Dancing. Like I didn't know. So at that time, I was listening to Metro before I knew I was listening to Metro, and even Bad and Bougie. Didn't know about that either. But yeah, the fact that he produced Freak Ho? Yeah. Yeah. It's up in the desert. It's up, y'all. If you play Freak Ho, it's over. But then we have Borrowed Love, which probably is, to be honest, is one of my favorite Metro songs ever. Like, I love that song. That's been on my most played songs of the year a couple times, y'all. I love Borrowed Love. But I didn't know he was working with 21 as much as he did. But almost like they're one and the same. Like 21 is Metro, Metro is 21 at this point, because all his albums I think are produced by Metro, and that's great because yeah, I see. I'm not that much of a 21 fan, or I wasn't really until I saw him at Coachella last year. But I listened to Savage Mode too when it first came out, and I was like, ooh, I like it. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, Savage Mode 2, that's when I got into 21 Savage. And then I was like, oh, Metro. Okay, cool. But along with the catalog, I mean, he's done what? Tuesday, more M's. I mean, it just goes on and on. And I also have to see Superhero. I gotta see that. I need Future to fly on a hoverboard. I need I need Future to fly in on the hoverboard. I've also kept up with Metro just by Twitter because he posts like every day. He's like, thank God for this day. And I just always thought that was great. So when I saw it the first time, I think I've been following for a good like 2 or 3 years just because of that. And then his Twitter post when they announced the Coachella lineup had me be like, oh, yeah. I gotta be there. So he said, real legacy defining moment on the way. And there was a lot more to it. He was like, I'm bringing the same level of artistry I bring to my music is exactly what I'm gonna bring to that stage. Like, and then he had fire emojis, and this is it. And then I think he also tweeted like Metro and Friends. So it's just like he's hyping it up. He's ready, and I believe he's gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it. And also a side note, not that it matters, but like Metro's low key kind of fine, and at the end of the day, like, that's a plus too. He's good to look at. The music sounds great. Yeah, so that's a plus. So if nothing else attracts you, he might. He might. At number 6, y'all, from London, we got Gorillaz. This is like the nostalgia for me. I can't say that I was over here jamming, Gorillaz all the time in the 6th grade, when Feel Good Inc. came out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was the only song that I was jamming, to be honest, right? But, it's the nostalgia for me. And I obviously knew of them over the years, right? But if I'm being honest, I really just did a deep dive, working on this. And I'm here for a lot of it, y'all. Humans, that album, Plastic Beach, yeah. Yeah. Those 2 albums are up for me. And I really like it when they're rap rock. When it's the rap rock, and I also saw like Trip Rock. That was a name too, Trip Rock. I like that. I like that vibe for them. Like Clint Eastwood, I do remember Clint Eastwood growing up, and I always liked the rap version because that one had Ed Case on it. Yeah, I liked the Clint Eastwood. That was a bop. But yeah, over the years, I've heard some Gorilla songs here and there, but this deep dive really put me on. They got Pac-Man with Schoolboy Q. We got Opium with Earth Gang, who's also going to be at Coachella. We got Strobe Light. We got Submission. Like, those are the vibes of Gorillaz that I really like. And like I said, those 2 albums I really love. But like, don't let those recommendations fool you. Things can get wonky. Things can get wonky real quick. D-Sides. Yeah. The Fall. Those 2 albums, just take a look. Just go down, and they're not bad. I'm not saying that at all, but sounds it sounds It's a lot of sounds. Okay, so I want you to be ready. That's all. I just want you to be ready that you're not just there for feel good. You know what I mean? If you are, that's great, but be prepared that it could go somewhere else. Now they have some great music that does fit that same texture, right? It fits that same groove. But they also have stuff that could go left, and you might be like, "What in the hell?" Yeah. So I just want you to be prepared. I want you to be caught off guard. They do have Cracker Island, their new album or EP that's coming out in February. I actually really love the songs that are coming out of Cracker Island. New Gold, Tame Impala. That's yeah. That's all you got to tell me. Kevin Parker. Kevin Parker, y'all know that's my number one. Period. Yeah, so I gotta see that live. Absolutely. And I'm hoping that somehow Gorillaz incorporates their New York, like they did something for Skinny Ape, one of the songs on Cracker Island, where it was like AI and you could see the characters, because that's what we really know of Gorillaz, right? I don't even know what they look like, but the characters, we know what the characters look like. They had the characters like on buildings and floating in, and the Monkey Man was on. It was epic, y'all. That's what I'm hoping that they somehow incorporate in the desert, where we see the characters like walking around or like hanging off of like the screens or on stage or like floating in, all of that stuff. If they incorporate that, yeah. But overall, we just know the visuals are gonna be it. The visuals are gonna be it, if nothing else. So y'all tap into Gorillaz. You gotta you at least say you went. You know what I mean? If you're just there for 20 minutes, see what it does for y'all. Coming in at number 7, y'all, we got Soul Glow. Soul Glow coming in from Philly. And y'all, this is another pull from the I'm interested over to a must see. I'm very surprised, to be honest, but also not really. Like certain things that are not usually my thing can be my thing. Like if done right, or like if they have just the right elements, I could be down for it, right? Kind of reminds me of like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, where I was like, this would not normally be a group that I would like, or a genre, but somehow it works, and it's always in the gym that I hear them. I heard their latest album in the gym. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, because originally I was first just interested because it was two people of color. So the lead vocalist is a black man, and then one of the guitarists, I believe he is either mixed, black, white, Latino, but he's a person of color. Their drummer is a white guy, and I was like, okay, screamo from Black Folk. Okay, let me see what this is about. Okay, I'm down. And it was that. I didn't really listen too deep into it. But then when I heard him in the gym and I really decided, like, okay, I'm gonna take the journey. And homie said, who gonna beat my ass? I said, oh, I like this. I like this. Gold chain punk. Yeah. Look at this. Now the video don't really make sense. I don't really understand it, but it gives me like an early 2000s vibe where we just making stuff. Yeah. That's a vibe to me. That is absolutely a vibe that I gotta see, y'all. And then they have this other song, Fucked Up If True. The guitar, oh, homie's playing that guitar. Yeah, I gotta see this. I gotta see it live. And I might even jump in the mosh pit. I know what I'm getting myself into, okay? So anything that happens, it's on me. Okay, but I think I might just get the full experience because it makes me want to do that. It makes me want to do that, and I just think it's cool that it's like black guy doing screamo. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's go. Let's go down there. So absolutely check out Soul Glow. It's a vibe. I don't, maybe in the genre. I don't know how they fit in the genre, how people feel about them, but like, hey, you got a new fan in me. At number 8, y'all, we got SABA coming from the west side of Chicago, and he was another actually that came from I'm interested to my must see. There is a YouTuber named Sean C. Sean C. I love his stuff, but we low key have beef. He doesn't know it because it doesn't really exist. He doesn't even know who I am, right? So this is not real, y'all. But we got beef because he be dragging Drake. He be dragging Drake, and I don't appreciate it. I do not appreciate it. But y'all, Sean has always put me on to new music. I think just his view of music, his ear, his like just what he brings to like I don't know, reviewing music, critiquing music is like amazing. And he's a black man, so we love that again. But I just love his opinion on stuff, even if it is, sometimes unjust. But he actually talked about Saba, and I was like, oh, I gotta give him a listen. Let me hear. And I listened to him while I was cleaning out my car, hooked. His album Few Good Things, really good. I mean, really good. I think it's his latest. It is his latest project. It almost had me want to buy the vinyl. I was like, oh yeah, I am gonna probably buy the vinyl when I get some money. Yeah, it was a good album, very good. Fearmonger, yeah, that one had me. That was where I was like, ooh. And then we had Come My Way with Crazy Bone. I was like, oh yeah, we going back to the bong 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 bong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I'm all the way here. But Soldier, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm telling you, like it just kept hit. But then we got to Make Believe, and that song legit made me cry. It legit made me cry. So he has his mom's voicemails at the beginning of the track. And then throughout there, like there's these lyrics where he says like the people he wants to be proud of him most are no longer walking this earth. And like, whew, yeah, I cried. I cried listening to that song. So I have to see him. I think that his work is great. His videos are really good. So I gotta take a look. One thing I will say, I did see a live performance on YouTube, and it didn't really hit, which is why he's pretty low on the list because I'm just like, okay, if these things start to conflict, I may be okay with not seeing him, but I really want to see him. I really do want to see him. So I'm really just hoping that he really takes that artistry from those the creative direction in those videos is impeccable. So I'm hoping like he goes ahead and elevates that performance on the Coachella stage. He has the resources. He can do it. I hope he does, because if he can come out with a great performance at Coachella, I really think that will like shoot him up even more on the lineup for the next time he's on it. So we'll just have to see, what's up. But he definitely is a must see for sure. At number 9, you already know who it is. I know you didn't think that this list was gonna end without this man on there. It's Benito. Yeah, duh, Bad Bunny. Come on now. Straight from Puerto Rico, okay? We got Bad Bunny in this bad boy. Yeah, it's up. And the only reason Bad Bunny is number 9 is because I've seen him already. That's the only reason that he's number 9. I'm going to put the link up ahead so y'all can go ahead and check out the World's Hottest Tour. That whole recap, y'all, it was a moment. It was a moment. So I'm not even going to go down that road, but I absolutely love Bad Bunny. And I need to see this desert performance. And he's the last person, so I doubt anybody's really going to conflict with him that I want to see. But yeah, I got to see that. Now, I won't go down the rundown of, my whole history with him, but I will say Mia with Drake, first song I heard, didn't even know it was Bad Bunny, really. I was focused on Drake, y'all. Then we got KAYTRANADA, which was actually my song of 2019, song of the summer. That was the soundtrack of my summer. Whenever I hear Seagulls, I think of that song. Like, it's that ingrained in me. Yeah, I had no idea that was Bad Bunny. No idea. I was just like, oh, I like this song. This is yeah. I don't know who this is, but I love it, right? I didn't know it was his song until I was at the concert and he played it. And I was like, this is him. Yeah. It was like that, y'all. It was like that. But over the summer, before I went to the tour, I actually listened to Un Verano Sin Ti because a friend really recommended it. He was like, you got to hear it. And then he showed me Moscow Mule, the video. He ain't had no genitals. And I was hooked. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'm here. I wanna know more. So then I got into Titi Me Pregunto, and that song, yeah, that took me. If you don't know, you need to know. That's my. I love that song. Okay, and then we get into El Apagón. Yeah, the music video. By the way, go ahead and watch the whole documentary, not just the video. You need to go ahead and watch the whole documentary, baby. But El Apagón, I didn't get to see that at the concert. So I gotta see that in the desert. I know it's gonna go up. And ever since the concert, I've listened to so much Bad Bunny. Like Un Verano Sin Ti is literally in my car right now. CD is in the track holder. Like I'm listening to that. I listen to Un Verano Sin Ti a lot. So to now see it at Coachella is gonna be even more amazing because I'm gonna know the music for real, and so I'm gonna have a great time. Yeah, it's up. So check out like 120, 200. My favorite song on Un Verano Sin Ti, which I'll be honest, I can't really say it, so I'm gonna read it right now. But it's like Enséñame a bailar. I think I don't know, but I love that song. I love that song. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know a couple words on it too. Absolutely. But that's a great song, y'all. So there's just so many different tracks from Bad Bunny, but Un Verano Sin Ti, yeah, that took over. He deserves a Grammy for that album. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna lie to you. That's yeah, yeah, yeah. That's album of the year in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, y'all, Bad Bunny, you gotta check him out because this is probably the cheapest you're ever gonna see him. Yeah, for sure. So go ahead and hop out there. Go, even if it's just for a little bit, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be turned up. Hopefully they do like the wristband lights again. But yeah, it's a great. I do hope that he does something a little different than the World's Hottest tour. I hope he changes it up just a bit. I'm interested to see how he's gonna incorporate the palm tree, like because that was all around the stadium. So I'm wondering how he's gonna do that, if he is gonna do it at all. But it would be nice for him to do something different, and he could elevate it even more. And with those screens and like, he's got the money, he's got the budget and the resources. So hopefully he takes advantage of that. Cause even if he didn't, I'd still have a great time. But I'd like to see him challenge himself a bit. But yeah, I'm excited. So y'all, that's the 9 for you. I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully it nudged you in the right direction, and maybe that artist that you were on the fence on I talked about, and you're like, okay, cool, yeah, it's up. Let's go ahead and dabble in that. Let's go ahead and go see them. It's a must see for you. It's a must see for me. So let's do it, y'all. Maybe I'll see you at one of these sets weekend too. So that's Friday, y'all. As I told y'all, I will have the I'm interested for Friday coming up soon, and that video is gonna be much shorter, much simpler. It's just gonna be like, here's the artist that I'm interested in, maybe a video and maybe a couple songs. You know, it's gonna be real cut and dry. Nothing like this. You know, these are my babies. These are the ones that I gotta see, must see, y'all. So anyway, until next time, y'all, I'll see you on the road trip. Later.